Welcome to the divine blessings and wisdom of the Most Holy One. Selections from the Kabbalistic Zohar, Part 2 of 2 on Words of Wisdom. Kabbalah is the ancient mystical school of thought of Judaism, literally meaning the received. Kabbalah is also an esoteric method believed to have been revealed to elect saints and preserved by a certain few since the time of the Garden of Eden. Kabbalah aims to explain the relationship between God, the unchanging and eternal Ein Sof, the infinite, and God's creation, the mortal and finite universe. Kabbalists developed their own sacred texts, especially during the Middle Ages. These texts, however, still remained within the Jewish tradition, as they often worked with scriptures from the Hebrew Bible to demonstrate the extraordinary teachings of Kabbalah. One of the most foundational of the Kabbalistic texts is the Sefer HaSofar, a Kabbalistic commentary on the Torah, which means the first 5 books of the Hebrew Bible. The Zohar, which scholars believe was recorded mainly by the 13th century Spanish mystic Rabbi Moses de Leon, presents profound discussions on many topics, such as redemption, prayer, and the nature of God, the cosmos, and souls. The word Zohar means brightness and refers to the light manifestation of the divine. Let us continue with selections from the Great Holy Assembly, a volume of the Zohar where Rabbi Shimeon led a group of holy sages through a discussion on the divine wisdom as symbolized by the facial features of macroprosopis. Macroprosopis is an aspect of divine emanation in the Kabbalah, representing divine will and the source of divine compassion. The Zohar introduces the concept of divine configurations, and in the Book of Concealed Mystery, another volume of the Zohar, the various facial features of macroprosopis are explained, along with the representation of the divine qualities. Thus, in our readings today, there will be physical descriptions of various facial features of macroprosopis, along with discussions by Rabbi Shimeon and other holy sages regarding the divine quality that each part represents, as well as supporting evidence from the Hebrew Bible. Chapter 9, Concerning the Eyes of Macroprosopis. This is the tradition. It is written, Daniel 7:9. I beheld until the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit. The thrones were cast down. What is this? He spoke unto Rabbi Yehuda and said, Stand in thy place and explain these thrones. Rabbi Yehuda answered, It is written, His throne is a fiery flame, and upon that throne sat the Ancient of Days. For what reason? Because thus is the tradition. If the Ancient of Days were not seated upon that throne, the universe could no longer exist before that throne. When the Ancient of Days sits upon that throne, it is subject unto him, for he who sits upon it rules over it. Rabbi Shimeon spoke unto Rabbi Yehuda and said, May thy way be ordained for thee, and may it be pointed out unto thee by the Ancient of Days. Chapter 10, Concerning the Nose of Macroprosopis. And come, behold, lo, it is written, Isaiah 41:4, I, Tetragrammaton, am first and with the last. I am he himself. All things are he himself, and he himself is hidden on every side. So also is his nose. From the nose is the face known. This nose is as a mighty gallery, whence his spirit rushes forth, and they call it the giver. And it is thus, the spirit descends, and again the spirit from hence proceeds through the nostrils, like as it is written, Isaiah 11:2. And the spirit of Tetragrammaton shall rest upon him, the spirit of wisdom and understanding, the spirit of counsel and might, the spirit of knowledge, and of the fear of Tetragrammaton. Apparently 4 spirits are described here, but we have already said that the Spirit is one. Why then are 3 others added unto it? Arise, Rabbi Yossi, in thy place. Rabbi Yossi arose and said, In the days of King Mashiach, one shall not say unto the other, Teach me this wisdom, because it is thus written, Jeremiah 31:34. A man shall no more teach his neighbor, because all shall know me, from the least of them even unto the greatest of them. And in that time shall the Ancient of Days arouse his spirit, which proceeds from his brain, the most concealed of all. And when that comes forth, all the inferior spirits are aroused with her. And there are 6 other spirits which are given. They are those of whom it is written, the spirit of wisdom and intelligence, the spirit of counsel and might, the spirit of knowledge, and of the fear of the Lord. For thus is the tradition. It is written, 1 Kings 2:12. And Solomon sat upon the throne of David. Also it is written, 1 Kings 10:19. The throne had 6 steps, and King Mashiach will be seated on those 7 steps. These are those 6, and the spirit of the Ancient of Days, who is above them, is the 7th. Rabbi Shimeon said unto him, Thy spirit shall rest in the world to come. Come, behold, it is written, Ezekiel 37:9. Thus said the Lord, Come from the 4 winds, O Spirit. But what have the 4 winds of the world to do with this? Nevertheless, the 4 winds are aroused, those 3 namely, and the spirit of the concealed Ancient One, whence there are 4. And thus is the matter, because when that one is produced, 3 others are produced with it, who in themselves comprehend 3 others. But it is the will of that holy and blessed one to produce the one Spirit, who in herself includes all others. And in the days of King Mashiach, there shall be no need that one should teach another. For that one Spirit, who in herself includes all spirits, knows all wisdom and understanding, counsel and might, and is the spirit of science and of the fear of the Lord, because she is the Spirit comprehending all spirits. Therefore it is written, From the 4 spirits, which are those 4 comprehended in the 7 steps of which we have just spoken. And this is the tradition. All things are comprehended in the spirit of the Ancient Ones, who proceeds from the concealed brain into the gallery of the nostrils. The nose of the Ancient of Days is life in every part. And this is that which is written, In my praise, that is my nose, will I refrain my nostrils for thee, in which place the sentence is concerning the Ancient of Days. This is the praise of the confirmation of the nose. And this and all forms of the Ancient of Days are seen and are not seen. They are seen by the Lords of Lords, namely by pious men, and they are not seen by any others.
I've been a vegan, so that's helped my already good-looking self. I think that eating healthy is important. Stevie Wonder, vegan.
Honorable viewers, it was a delight to have your company today for Words of Wisdom.